Did you guys know that the circus is in town every day, all year round? It's no longer just seasonal, once or twice a year. But you probably didn't realize that. You saw it, but you didn't realize it. So let me explain it.
The most insightful revolutionary you will find, standing tall, revealing truth to every mind. Know the soul wisdom without a pretext. He's the best since Malcolm X. Knowledge applied, that's the real power. Stand tall, take notes. This is our hour.
Greetings, people, black people. I am Noble Soul Wisdom of Oregoni. I want to thank you all for listening to this video. I want you all to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with other people, open up dialogue, and let's address this issue together. So let's talk about this year-round circus. When I was growing up, and for many years before I was even born, the circus is something that came around once a year, maybe twice a year, and it was a big deal because it's not a regular occurrence. But it seems that now the circus is in town every single day of the year. But it's not the typical circus that you know, such as the Ringling Brothers or Barnum and Bailey or something like that. Instead, the circus seems to be Hollywood, and they put on the show every day. One day I was walking down the street with some kids, and one of the kids asked me, "Hey, is the circus in town now?" And I was a little puzzled, and I said, "No, I don't think so. Why do you ask?" And the child said, "Well, it seems like all of these people are on their way to work or something." And I looked around and I did notice something that was, I guess just, it's so much of it that you're not paying attention anymore. And so, what is this? A lot of black women walking around society as a part of their normal routine, but looking like they're clowns in a circus. And I thought about it, and I realized in an instant that this used to really shock me when I first started seeing it, but it's become so commonplace that I don't really think about it instantly. But the child had a good point. And so this is a problem in the black community. We are not instilling correct values and morals in our children. And I just made a video recently called "It Takes a Village to Raise a Child." But who is raising the village? And that was an interesting question, because this is the problem we're having. Parents are not doing a good job about raising their children. And of course, the village, which is the community, is not holding to account its members. In recent generation, we have teenagers who are telling their parents I can't wait until I'm 18 so I can leave, so I can move out and I can do what I want to do. To me, that is very shocking, but it's also very telling, and it explains the lack of structure, the lack of discipline. Children need to be taught that when you become an adult, there are still some family rules and some community rules that you must follow until the day you die. It doesn't matter what your age is. But because we don't have that type of structure, we now have a lot of clowns walking around society. Black women looking like clowns. So here's some examples, just a few examples. I don't want to spend a lot of time showing you images. So here's one. Everyone knows this is Beyonce. They call her Queen Bee, but I think she's the Queen Clown. In this next image, this is Doja Cat. She looks a little more elegant, but still with blonde hair. Black people don't have blonde hair. White people do. So why are you trying to emulate white people? This next image is a well-known clown, Nicki Minaj. Pink hair, blonde hair, orange hair, whatever. She's a clown. Now in this next image, there's 4 women here. I don't know if they are. I think 2 of them may be the same woman. I'm not sure, but a clown nonetheless. This is ridiculous. Black women don't have hair that long. In this next image, we have a long-time clown, Mary Blige. She's been wearing blonde hair for a long time. She has serious identity issues and self-esteem issues. And then I think this next image is Remy Ma. I'm not sure if that's Remy Ma, but I think it is. You know, I don't know what kind of outfit this is, but she looks like a clown. Now on this on this next image, we have, well, I don't know what kind of outfit this is. Looks like some type of cape. But whatever the case is, another clown. Now, this is like a double clown. This next image here, you have the blonde hair. This is a weave or a wig. I don't know which one. But what's interesting about this one is some might say, is this a female clown or a male clown? Because this is actually a man. Let me repeat that. This is a man parading around as a woman. And the community accepts this. Instead of condemning it, we should not be supporting anything that this person does in Hollywood. This person is not only a clown, but has identity issues, mental health issues. This is a sick individual. And we should not be supporting this. The next image, well, the next 2 images, you have Serena Williams, who looks like she's had some plastic surgery or something. Something is wrong with her face, and she looks horrible. And then she's wearing 5 pounds of makeup and blonde hair. She just looks like a clown on both of these images. And then we have this other image where I think it's 3 or 4 different random women here, and one of them has blonde eyebrows. I'm like, what is she thinking? Why do these women think this is cool, that this is cute, this is embarrassing, this is a problem? And so I find it interesting that you have so many black people that complain every day about racism, about abuse. They don't like white people and they don't like the system and so forth and so on. But if you don't like these people, if you accuse them of racism every day, Why do you insist on trying to emulate them? Why do you want long, straight hair? Why do you want blonde hair? When you look in the mirror, are you not happy with how you look as a black person? Because that's self-esteem issues. That is a real problem that needs to be tackled. But it starts with the parents. And in fact, it also includes the village, which is the community. Remember I said, it takes a village to raise a child. But who is raising the village? That is the problem. As a community, we're not doing our job. How can we do our job if we are accepting this type of behavior? This is very embarrassing. Black people complain that white people do not respect us. Other ethnicities do not respect us. But how can you expect others to respect you when you're walking around like a clown? If you're an entertainer and you wear a costume, then you do that stuff on the stage. When the performance is over, you remove that costume and then you carry yourself like a normal individual when you walk around society. But they don't seem to understand this. So I'm telling you, we need to talk about this. We need more conversation, but we also need to start holding these people accountable. Stop supporting any type of ventures that include these type of clowns. Whether it's a movie or a concert or whatever the case may be, do not spend any money on these clowns. Condemn these clowns. Do not allow your children to support these clowns. We have to start holding ourselves accountable. So this is not over. There's a lot more to be said. I could go on and on with this for a long time because there's so many symptoms that are a direct result of a lack of structure and discipline in our community. Again, thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel so that we can grow the channel. Share the video with others, and let's start having some intellectual, meaningful dialogue. Thank you. I am Noble Soul Wisdom. Asante Sana.